crickets out here. Every morning I come out here, there are crickets everywhere. I don't know what the deal is, but they seem to be out here for some reason. I don't know what it is. My hoochie here, wait a minute, is not, okay, I just got notification myself that I am live. Now, that's always a good thing because the alternative is not so good. So, let's do some channel announcements right off the bat. Gonna be pretty short this evening. Well, sort of. Oops, my volume is on. I'm playing an ad. It looks like for something. Let me turn this thing down. There we go. Looks like Bringing Us Together. Some guy washing carrots or something. I don't know. Apparently, if you wash carrots, you'll be brought closer. I don't know. We're going to skip right through that, although I recommend everyone watch it and interact with it as much as possible. But anyway, announcements. I do have two other channels. That's right. RobMotive FST, all about my 2021 Toyota Tundra. If you haven't subscribed or checked out that channel, I don't know why. I mean, why? And RobMotive JT, all about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator. It looks something like this. Well, not that. It looks more like, dusty. More like this. That's what it looks like. The Jeep Gladiator. Anyway, if you haven't, please check out those channels and consider subscribing because, I'd appreciate it. Also, while I've got your attention, you got to get attention early on. Make sure you hit the like button while you're here. It helps out the algorithms on the channel. It tells YouTube that people care. They're interested. And so far we have, I can't even tell because, let's see, we have 18 people on here and only 6 people like it. This must be some kind of prescribed punishment for some sort of offender. I don't know what, but I'm just saying. Did we get any more? We have 11 now. See, you got to remind people. You got to hit that thumbs up button. That's still only 11, but 22 people on here now. I don't know. Anyway, welcome everybody. Looks like we had some early folks on here this evening. We've got M. Jones saying these. A nice reminder to hit the thumbs up button again. Carlos says, good Monday. Good Monday, Carlos. It's great to have you here, buddy. I hope things are going well for you. Let's see. John says, hello, everyone. Jimmy says, hi. Rommel says, good afternoon, Rob. Rommel, how you doing here, buddy? We have Darren from Scotland. Awesome. Love it. Ricky he thumbed up. I like that. Thank you very much. Let's see. Daniel says, hey, buddy. Hey, Daniel. Chad says, howdy, Rob. What's happening? All is great. That's cool. Jimmy Pham, triple thumbed up. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate that. Darren says, smash the likes, guys. Come on, baby. Come on. Breeze Ride says, hello, Rob. Hello. How are you? Brian Mason. Hello, Rob. My son, Bryson, is really digging the Yoda. He's here with me. Bryson, how you doing, buddy? How old is Bryson? Let's see. Country Taco says, howdy, Rob. Happy RobMotive Monday, everyone. Have a great week. I hope everyone's having a great week. It is Monday. We have 17 thumbs ups now. Let's see if we can match. We have 26 people on here and 17 thumbs up. I have to keep doing that because of the window back there. The numbers are right in front of the window. So the window, they're white. The light is white. It blocks them out. I can't see them. Let's see. Darren, lots of thumbs ups. Dennis, more thumbs ups. I dig that. That's cool. Mark says, hope everything is good for you today. It's good so far. Scott Dub says, hope you're wrong about the next Tacoma being a turbo 4-cylinder, but I bet you're right. Look what they've done with the Tundra. The Tundra is going to be a V6 twin turbo and a twin turbo hybrid. No V8s. There's no way they're going to put a V6, in the Tacoma when they're running a V6 in the Tundra. There's no way they're going to do that. I would be shocked. So you can bet it's going to be a 4, probably a single turbo. I'd be surprised if it was any more. And that's about it. With a hybrid down the road, just like they're doing with the Tundra. So the lesson here is you've got about 3 years to pick up your Tacoma, if you want a new one anyway, with a V6 in it. After that, you're out of luck. Gonna have to go with a turbo 4 hybrid to get more power. I can you imagine what the turbo 4 without the hybrid is gonna be, or without the motors, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a dog. I mean, a 4-cylinder. Now, if you like the 4-cylinder, I'm not trying to dog the 4-cylinder. There's a market for it. They sell them, people buy them. It's not for me. I like power. I like acceleration. I'm not going to get that, most likely, out of a 4-cylinder turbo in the Tacoma. I mean, it's not going to happen. It's going to be a dog. You might get a little spool in the beginning, right? Now, I'm going to put a little caveat there. Because you see, many, many moons ago, I did have a 4-cylinder, I think it was a twin turbo. I'm not sure, I don't know. But it was a turbo, it was an Audi, and that thing was fast. You would have never known, because the way they had it tuned, the way they had it set up, you had the turbo power all throughout the power band. It didn't spool out. It was awesome. Now, I also have had a turbo, was it a turbo? I think it was a turbo. Isn't the Type R a turbo? I can't remember now. I think it was. But whatever I had, it would spool out. You'd get that oomph for a bit, and then it was gone. That's probably what the Tacoma's going to be like, and that will suck. I'm not digging that, man. Brian says he's 11. Awesome. Happy birthday. Why, it's probably not your birthday, but for the next time around, happy birthday. You'll be 12. I was 12 once, just a few short decades ago. I was 12. It's a long time ago, man. Bama fan says, roll Buckeyes. You betcha, baby. Richard Schultz says, howdy, Rob. Richard, how you doing? Jimmy Pham, he triple thumbed up. Cad Canot says, I always hit the like first before the chat. You are awesome. I love it. Let's see. Philip Huggins says, howdy. What's up, y'all? Scott says, yep, single turbo 4. There you go. That's what it's going to be. Mumphy. Hey, howdy. Hey, Rob, Mumphy. Congratulations. Mumphy has hit the big 1,000 on his channel. That means from now on, this isn't just Mumphy, this is everybody. When you hit 1,000, you can start monetizing your videos. Yeah, baby. That means Mumphy's going to have bigger mods. See, I'm speaking for Mumphy. I've never talked to Mumphy, other than chats. So I'm just making this all up. But he's going to have bigger chats. He's going to supercharge that thing. Probably put 40s on it. I don't know what he's going to do, but he does have 1,000. Congratulations, bud. Let's see. Philip Huggins, he just thumbed up. Thank you, Philip. I appreciate that. Richard Schultz says, I hope they keep the 3.5 in it. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Jimmy Pham, Tacoma having problems with the transmission finding gears cause engine revving high. That's what they say. I never experienced it in mine, but it's going to be at least an 8-speed, probably a 10, just like the Tundra, but who knows? Let's see. Mark says, thumbs up, lots of times. Thank you, Mark. Where are we anyway? What's the count? We have 26 breathing bodies, I assume breathing bodies, and 22 thumbs ups. Let's see. M. Jones says, a Turbo 4 would probably give you more acceleration, but once you get to a certain speed, it's usually clear. There's nothing else. That's what I'm saying. You run out the turbo and you're just done. So now you have a quick 2-second, 3-second maybe, and then a dog for the rest of the power band. That sucks. Let's see. Philip Huggins says, congrats, Mumph. Terrence Tatum says, howdy, Roberto. Jumping on long enough to give you the finger. Thank you. No, not that finger. This one. Y'all have a fun tonight. Thank you, Terrence. Appreciate that, buddy. Chase Pest for You says, howdy, Rob. Chase Pest for You, by the way, has got himself a little bug company, meaning he doesn't like the bugs. He takes care of the pests, hence the name. But did you know he uses a Tacoma as the bug truck? Pretty cool. Let's see. Jimmy Pham says, nope, single turbo. Yeah, or Scott rather said that to Jimmy Pham. Chase Pest for You. Excuse me, triple thumbed up. Thank you, I appreciate that. Mumphy says, many thanks for your support, Rob, and everyone who watches and enjoys the videos. Pretty soon, Mumphy's just going to be huge. He's going to take over the world. He's going to retire. He's going to be making millions on YouTube with sponsorships and speaking engagements. He's the next PewDiePie. I'm telling you, mark my words. You heard it here, and I expect my cut. I'm just saying, just saying. You see, I'm not going to go any further. Richard Choate says, I've liked Mindy, but never get any of his videos. I'm not sure who Mindy is, but you might want to make sure you're set up correctly. Let's see. Dan Z says, thank you for all your videos. Dan, thank you for watching my videos, because if nobody watched my videos, I probably wouldn't be making any videos, because this is how I feed myself, or at least it's how I try to feed myself somewhat, you know, and you can tell I'm just wasting away, right? Let's see. Country Taco says, congratulations, Mom. Jimmy Pham says, no, Scott. Yes, twin turbo, because the Tundra has twin turbo. Nah, you're not going to see a twin turbo in the Tacoma. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. Country Taco says, I love how your Tundra front bumper came out. Great job. It came out great, didn't it? And I'm not patting myself on the back. Well, not much. I mean, I did bolt it on, but I didn't manufacture it, and I didn't mold it, do all that stuff. It does look really good on there. If you are an anti-chromist, as I am, well, then it's definitely the way to go. I gotta say, the hardest part of that project was the end caps. You know, I had it done on my other truck, on my cement truck that I had them do it at Toyota. And it cost me like $250 to have those done, as well as the exhaust. I would probably say, unless you're pretty handy, you probably ought to have it done. It's rather complicated, tedious, maybe a better word, and frustrating at some points. Let's see. Can't see, where did I go? I love your Tacoma. Darren says, can't see how many likes you have, Rob. Why is that? I could not tell you. Maybe I have something checked somewhere. I don't really know. There are 23 of them right now. Let's see. Scott says, Jimmy Pham, they're not putting a twin turbo in the Tacoma. Fact. Well, it's never fact until they're produced and out there, but I would be shocked if they actually did. I don't believe it either. Chase Pest for You says, Tacoma Pride. Thanks, Rob. Awesome. Carlos Lopez. Awesome. Just love the name. Wait a minute. We have a super chat from Brian. Says, wait for it. $1.99 US. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate that. That right there is a sweet tea for me from the McDonald's. Or maybe a coffee for Krista. I don't know. Or maybe half a cup of coffee for her and a big sweet tea for me. Now that would be cool. Wait a minute. We have another super chat. $4.99 from Daniel. Daniel has a cat and says, I think it says number 1. Can't see with my glasses on, can't see with my glasses off. Thank you very much, Daniel. I appreciate that. Now, I can have a sweet tea, some fries, and maybe half a burger. I'm getting there. Sounds like a dinner to me. Let's see. Let's go. Where was I? I got to go back a little bit here. Let's see. Carlos says, I have never seen that problem in the Tacoma, and I have already been 4 years with my Tacoma. I do not understand what he is talking about with the transmission. Lots of people complain about the transmission in the Tacoma, that it can't find gears. It's always switching up and down, never wants to leave fifth. I hear it all the time. So it's not just him. A lot of people say that. Walter, hey Rob, I'm eating a grilled chicken sandwich. Thank you very much. Waffle fries with Chick-fil-A sauce and a fridge cold Gold Peak sweet iced tea. Well, I can almost match you on one of those. I'm drinking the green nectar, not sponsored, this evening. That's probably what I'll be having with my scrambled eggs. I'm going scrambled tonight, and 2 pieces of bacon. Followed later in the night by probably 1 cookie and some of that like trail mix, Chex mix. I don't know what you call it. It's got little pretzels, little breadsticks in it. stuff that makes you grow bigger. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I like this stuff so much. It's my second favorite drink. I don't know, and it's bad for you too, man. Rots your teeth, makes you fat, gives you energy though, Let's see. Mumphy says, I'd be able to visit the Rob compound if I make it that big, LOL. Yeah, it's the tour might take you, 1.2 seconds, maybe. That's if the garage door's down. If the garage door's up, it's pretty much a half a second, something like that. Mark says, amen. No chrome, baby. Sounds like another anti-chromist right there. I can dig that. Richard Cho, it's hard to see a single turbo. Isn't the Ranger a twin turbo? Tattoo has to go again. What? Tattoo has to go again, the Ranger, and that was Mumphy. I don't know what that says. I don't know what that even means. I'm sure it means something to somebody, but it doesn't mean anything to me. Again, Brian, thank you for the super chat. Glenn Mikes says, are you intrigued by any of the electric trucks that will be coming out? Would you buy an Tacoma? Yes, I love the idea of electric trucks, vehicles, period. For just kicking around, not for going across country, not yet. I was just looking at the Rivian the other night. That's right, the Rivian. I dig that thing. $60-some thousand sold out on this run, I think, for the next year or whatever. But still, I will have some electric someday. I mean, it might be 10 years from now. I don't know. But I will have one. I do like them. I think they're pretty neat. Unfortunately, and I say that because of acceleration. I've driven the Tesla. The Tesla's like lightning. You basically look at the accelerator. It's not a gas pedal. And boom, it goes. It's awesome. So yeah, I would be interested, definitely in an electric truck, Tacoma, whatever. Particularly the Tacoma, depending on what they do with it. I like the looks of that Rivian. And there's another truck I like the looks of that I am fighting the urge. Does anybody have any idea what that might be? There's another truck that I am fighting the urge. Take a guess. Let me know. Let's see. Victor Garcia says, hey, Rob, how's it going? It's going good, Victor. I hope you're doing well. Again, Daniel, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Justin Stevenson, he triple thumbed up. Thank you very much. Bryson says, you need a Mountain Dew. Bryson, right there, buddy. Right there. Got it covered, man. Let's see. Corey says, hey, Corey, how you doing? Scott says, Richard Choate, nope, the Ranger is a single turbo. There you go. This Scott knows a lot, I gotta tell you, and he tells me all the time. M. Jones says, the Ranger is getting redesigned pretty soon. That should be a sign of what's next for the Tacoma. Similar to the new Tundra, most F-150 sales are 6 turbos. Yeah, unfortunately. That's the way it is. Dan says, tell me if this is true. Tundra guys go are Bud Light and Tacoma guys are Coors Light. Any truth to that? Well, I'm the Coors Light kind of guy, although I haven't had one in like 2 years, but I could go either way, honestly. And I guess it's kind of a conundrum for me, you see, because I have the Tacoma and I have the Tundra parked out front. I must be, I don't know, somewhere in the middle. Maybe Dos Equis. I do like that too, by the way. No lines, none of that. Just, let's see. Where was I? M. Jones, the Ranger. I read that. Keith says, are you in McAllen? I am not in McAllen. Phil Huggins says, LOL, Chex Mix. That's right, Chex Mix. It's Chex Mix. Did I say Mex? I meant Mix. See, I don't even know what I'm eating most of the time. I just, Justin Stevenson. There's Justin. Justin says, that's why I switched to sugar-free Mountain Dew. There's nothing in it for me like that. I got to have my sugar. I'm a sugar addict. I like sugar. And if I was drinking Mountain Dew without sugar, it wouldn't be the same. It would be, no, I'm not interested. Let's see, where was I? Glenn Mike says, me too. Philip Huggins says, what's the difference between twin turbo and dual turbo? Nothing. They both mean two. Deuce, dos, two. Richard Schultz says, auto spell check. Yes, I hate those things. They screw me up all the time, man. Mumphy says, Richard, do you mean you don't see my videos on your YouTube feed? I'm guessing that's what he means. They don't pop up. It's probably because he doesn't have the notification bell checked. I'm guessing. Glenn Mike says, we were too. I think we are about 3 to 5 years out yet. You mean to get an electric, I assume. Yeah, I think we're at least a decade away before it's practical to do any kind of traveling in. I mean, the stations are few and far between, and the charging time is way too long for me. You know, I'm not going to go on a 10-hour trip and then sit at a charging station for another hour, 2 hours, who knows? There could be a line there too, right? So you pull up, they have 2 stations or 4 or whatever, and the other people just pulled up. So now you got to sit there and wait until they're done charging before you can start charging. And now your 10-hour trip has just become, 18? No, I'm really not interested in that myself. Not digging that. I think I missed something here. I did. We had another super chat. I'm sorry, Chase Pest. It didn't pop up on my screen or I would have said it immediately. Thank you very much. $19.99. I do appreciate that. You have just fed me for the next 3 days. 3 days at probably McDonald's and the Wendy's, probably. I think that's it. That'll go pretty fast at the Chick-fil-A, though. Although that's maybe a 1.5 time. Maybe 3 too. I don't know. But thank you anyway. I appreciate that. Let's see. Jimmy Pham says, me too, electric trucks are awesome. I've never driven an electric truck. I might actually hate it. I don't know. They sound good. Richard says the Tacoma has to go up against the Ranger. That's true. And a few others out there. M. Jones says Hummer. No, that is incorrect. Not a Hummer. Richard Schultz says Mumphy. No, I didn't see your videos, baby. Dennis says Ram TRX. I have talked about that, but that's not it. M. Jones says the Maverick. Negative. That is not it. You know, after seeing the Maverick and looking at it a little bit more, I don't think I would touch the Maverick. I just don't dig it. It looks like a smaller, maybe Ford Ranger. I don't know. I'm just not digging it. They needed to do something different with it. You know, it's not like the gorgeousness of the Tacoma. You know, if you were to shrink the Tacoma down, it'd be cool. But a Ford Ranger just shrunken down? No, I'm not digging it, man. I'm not digging it. Chase, best for you. Thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate that. Ang says, what's up, baby? Rob, what's up, all? Hey, Ang, how you doing? Just hanging out, chatting with you guys and gals, seeing what's happening, what's new. Old School says, is it just me or is the lighting making Rob look sunburnt? Let's try this. Is that better? Am I more appealing to your eyes, your senses now? Does this make me look more alluring? I am not going to go any further with that. I would guess it was probably the light. Chase Best for You says, enjoy lunch tomorrow on me. I will. And thank you again. I appreciate that. Brian Mason says, hey, Ang, how's it going there, buddy? Mark says, I think I'm going to start out with an e-brake. You're going to start out with an e-brake? I've had those. I didn't like them at first. And quite frankly, let me tell you a little story about the e-brake, or the lack thereof. You see, years ago, you know, back when you're young and full of craziness, me and a friend were driving down the road. He used to do stupid things all the time when you're driving, you know, scream, yell, open the door, you know, whatever, just dumb things, you know. So I'm in the passenger seat. We're driving in his, I don't know, some old small station wagon kind of thing. I don't even know what it was. So we're driving down the road and I get the brilliant idea that I'm going to pull his brake, the handbrake. It's sitting right there beside me. I mean, why not, right? So we're doing, I don't know how fast we were going, maybe about 40 miles an hour. maybe even 50. I'm not sure what we were. It's an old country road somewhere in Tiffin, Ohio, if anybody knows where that is. So we're cruising down the road. Actually, it was in Columbus. I don't think it was Tiffin. Could have been Tiffin. No, it had to be Columbus. So we're driving down the road. No, it could have been Tiffin. I don't even know. Somewhere in Ohio. We're driving down the road, and I grab that handle, man, and I yank it all the way up. And of course, you know what happens when you do that, right? I think he about had a heart attack. The car went sideways a little down the road. Fortunately, he did manage to maintain control and didn't crank the wheel far enough that who knows what could have happened. I never did it again. It was quite terrifying for me as well. So my point is, with an e-brake, you know, the little electronic thing, you just go zip. You can't do that. Where's the fun? That was fun, terrifying, but looking back, it was fun. Let's see. Ang says, going good, going good. How about yourself at Mr. Brian Mason? And Bryson, don't forget about Bryson. Glenn says, Cybertruck. No, I don't like the Cybertruck. Now, my buddy Randall, if you watch any of my Jeep videos, you've seen Randall on there. He's got a Jeep Gladiator Mojave. He likes the Cybertruck. If I'm not mistaken, he even has a deposit, or some would say deposit, for that truck. For me, I'm not digging it. I don't like it. So no, that is incorrect. Nobody's guessed it yet. I can't believe it. Let's see. Daniel R says, super chat. Hit the high note, Rob. Can hear you here in Scotland. Yeah, I can get pretty loud, I think. And people tell me that all the time. Once in a while, I get comments on my videos. I got to move you guys up a little bit. I feel like I'm bending over. I get comments on my videos about, why are you yelling? And I'm like, why don't you just turn the volume down? What would you like me to do? Whisper? No, it's how I am. It's how I roll. Sorry. I guess I must project. Or maybe it's I'm trying to project. I don't know, but it can be kind of loud, I know. Let's see. Where was I? Brian says, doing well. Really like what you're doing with your truck, pal. Daniel says, Kia pickup. No. Ang says, I appreciate it. Looking to do more, but back order. Yeah, parts are hard to come by right now. I'm hearing that a lot. I haven't had any trouble, though. But I really haven't bought anything of much consequence lately. The more you get, the bigger you get, the longer it takes. I don't know, or the more popular they are, of course. Tacoma Geek says, sup, Rob and company. How you doing there, TG? Oh, welcome. I am Jones says, Lordstown Motors, Endurance, or Bollinger? No, and no, those are not it. Wait a minute. I'm gonna have to go sit down for a minute. A super chat. Wait, we got to do this right. We have a super chat from Mumphy. $100 US? Mumphy, are you sure you didn't make a mistake? Wow, thank you. That is really awesome of you, buddy. Thanks for all you've done for the community and for the support. I can't express my gratitude enough. Enjoy a sweet tea on me. That's like a few cases of sweet tea, buddy. I really appreciate that. Now, I got to tell you, Mumphy does have a YouTube channel. For anybody that didn't know, it is, of course, the same name as what you see down there next to his very generous super chat. It is Mumphy. Check him out. He does Tacoma mods. I think he's going to do a little bit of off-roading type stuff. Stuff like that. So check him out. Again, it's Mumphy. And again, buddy, thank you. That is more than generous of you. I really do appreciate that, bud. It's just awesome. Wow. I must compose myself again. Good thing I'm wearing sunglasses. You can't see the tear rolling down. I'm not really. Let's move on. Wow. I don't even know where I am now, man. Tacoma Geek says, good idea to have your e-brake adjusted with every service. That's not bad. What happens if you're flying down the road at, I don't know, let's say 70 mile an hour and you pull that little e-brake thing? Is it going to lock the brakes on you? I've never done it. I'm curious. Does anybody know? Has anybody ever done it? Let's see. Chase Pest for You says, went from burned to instant tan. Well, this is probably more how I look. I mean, I'm out in the sun occasionally, and you tan very quickly here because the sun is very intense here, even now. Glenn says, Rivian R1T. I like that, but no, nobody has guessed it yet. Let me tell everybody again. If I was to buy another truck, a mid-size, smaller truck, whatever, what would it be? What would it be? There's one that I have a hankering. I don't know why for, but it's piqued my interest. Let's see. Midnight Sun Films PR says, hi Rob, I'm pleased to tell you that last Wednesday I bought my Toyota Tacoma. Awesome. TRD Sport 4x4 V6. Oh, God. What a pleasure to drive a Tacoma. I am very happy. Well, congratulations to you, buddy. That is awesome. Awesome. Let's see. Dave Fisher says, at last, I finally received my new red 2021 TRD Off-Road Tacoma. Only took 3 months to get, but worth the wait. Awesome. Did you order one and it took that long for the build, or it just took that long to find it? I'm curious. Mark Mayo says, okay, Rob, let's try that again. That said e-bike, not brake. Oh my God. I've been sitting here rattling on about an e-brake and you said e-bike. Oh, wow. Now I should be read. Reading with sunglasses on and dimly lit. That's what I'm going to blame it on. Sorry. No e-bike. Although I do think they're pretty cool, but no, not for me. Not for me. No reason. I think it's an awesome idea. Sorry about that. I misread. Let's see. Jimmy Pham says, ew, Kia pickup? That's not it. That's not the one. That's not the one. Again, Mumphy, thank you very much for the $100 super chat, buddy. That's just awesome. I don't know how to thank you enough other than trying to give you pub for your channel, which is Mumphy, by the way, on YouTube. Old School says, Rob, you have good energy, good vibes. Well, thank you. I try to be positive. I have watched, I don't know how many YouTube channels where guys get on there and gals, and it's like watching a zombie. Who's interested in that? I'm not interested in that. Plus, if you're not up to do this, then why are you doing it? I don't know. Chase Pest for You says, dying here from the e-brake lockup. It was e-bike. Oh my God. Chad Cradot says, Chevy Silverado. No, I looked at one. I drove one actually before I got the Tundra out there. I wouldn't buy one. Now, not the older ones anyway. I don't like the shifter on the column. What is this, 1930? I don't dig that, and I didn't really like the way it felt. I didn't like the interior. This is the older one. The new one, the redesigned or updated, whatever they're doing to it, looks pretty darn cool, but no, it is not. It's not a full-size truck. Let's see. Tacoma Geek says, RC Vertex coilovers are awesome. 1K later and loving the adjust button for front and rears. That's cool. Adjustable's always good. M. Jones says, besides the Santa Cruz, can't think of anything else. Besides the what? Beside the what? The Santa Cruz. I watched a few videos last night, and I don't know why, but I'm kind of digging that. Is there something wrong with me? I'd like to drive one. I'm kind of jonesing, Mark, for that. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'd be interested to drive one. Don't think I'd ever buy one, but I don't know, man. And it would be the hopped up engine. They have two engines in that thing. Of course, they're both 4 cylinders. One's a lower, one's a bigger, and the bigger one sounds like it would be pretty stout for what it is. But it's the Santa Cruz. I admit it, you see. Let's see. Old School says, I'm guessing the Ford Maverick. No. It's the Santa Cruz. It's the Santa Cruz. Mark got it, even though he didn't really get it, but he did get it because he mentioned it. So ding, ding, ding. We're going to go ahead and declare Mark the winner. What does he get for it? A hearty attaboy, baby. That's what he gets. I don't. All right. Let's see. Midnight Sun says, thanks, bro. You're very welcome. Mumphy says, are you getting a Helix? No. Ken Watts says, Hyundai, I know what you mean. Hyundai Santa Cruz. That's it. That's the one. Mark says, SR5. Well, that's a whole nother thing, really related to the Tacoma. And I'll tell you what I'm thinking about that here in just a second. I'm having serious thoughts of doing something. Let's see. Brian says, everyone have a good evening. Brian and Bryson signing off. Well, guys, the two of you, Brian and Bryson, have a great night. Have a great week. Thanks for being on. I appreciate you. Dennis says, Hyundai Santa Cruz. Yes. Jimmy Pham says, Mumphy it's not available in the United States. Oh, you could import one, but no. Tacoma Geek says, really bad reliability reviews, Chevy Silverados. Yeah. Chase Pest for You says, thank you. Mentioned the Nissan truck you liked. That's one I thought about, but the more I think about it, I'd like to drive one just for kicks, but it's really not even in the running for me. If I didn't have a Tacoma, if there were no Tacoma, maybe I would be, but no. Tana. Hey, Tana. How you doing? Tana says, hey, Rob, how are you? Tana, I am great. How are you this evening? Valentino Morales says, suggestions on parts for the Toyota Tacoma. I have an 04 Tacoma pre-runner to be specific. Sparksparts.com is a good one. That's where I buy most of my Tacoma OEM related Toyota parts. There are many others out there. BAM Wholesale, that's another. Depends on what you're looking for. There are discount codes down below, by the way. I should mention that for a few different vendors that I have dealt with. So you can save a little money if you're looking for anything that, those folks might have. So, Valentino says, part sites. Yep, I understood. John D. Girk, thumbed up. Thank you, John. Appreciate that, buddy, and welcome to the live stream. Mumphy says, at Jimmy Pham, if it's old enough, you could. LOL. That's right. Doesn't it have to be like 10 years? Isn't that the deal? If it's 10 years old, you can import it, something like that. I heard that somewhere, not really for the Hilux or the Helix. I still don't know how to pronounce it. But I thought I heard that. Glenn Mike says, we were talking electric truck. Yeah, that's not an electric truck, of course. For me, that would be the Rivian. I like the Rivian. Definitely not the Cybertruck. That thing is, I don't know. It's like the Frankenstein of trucks for me. I don't know. Tacoma Geek says, sell your off-road and build a 4x4 SR. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. Tacoma Geek says, Rob, ever consider a topper for your taco? No, I haven't. Nothing wrong with them, just not my gig, not my thing. Plus, I like the sport bar that's on there, so the two wouldn't go very well. Old school. Loving my 2021 Tacoma Access Cab 4-cylinder, plenty of power and great gas mileage. I do like the Access Cab. I don't like the rear seating in them because if they still have the side seats, and if you've ever ridden in one, they're horrid. But other than that, I like the design. I like the look of them. I had one. I had a Gen 2, I think it was, black, all black, blacked out, Access Cab, and it was pretty cool. I liked it. Where was I? Let's see, loving my, Daniel says, what is on your hood? Well, there's a couple of Sprint boosters there, and then there's a piece from the Tacoma, or Tundra, which I just kind of sat up here because I'm using the workbench as my table to sit my iPad on so I can read comments. Let's see, where was I? Valentino says, thank you for your feedback. Blessings, brother. You're welcome. Sorry I don't know much or any more on it, rather, but it really depends specifically on what you're looking for. I mean, Sparks Parts for OEM, BAM sells OEM, and then, like I said, there's discount codes down below for other things if you're interested in other stuff. Tacoma Geek says, Sprint Booster for me. The Sprint Booster is awesome. I love it. I have it on all my trucks now. And I'll tell you, I got in the Tundra today. I haven't driven it for a couple days. Started it up, hit the gas, and then remembered, I have a Sprint booster on here because it's immediate throttle. You know, I have it set at race 5, so I could lower it, but why do that? So it's just, even in the Tundra, which is pretty powerful, it brings out more of the engine and gets rid of the throttle lag. I love it. It's awesome. And there's a discount code down below, by the way, if you go to sprintboostersales.com. I'm just saying. Lynn Mike says, Cybertruck equals fugly truck. Yeah, that's my thing. It's just nasty. I mean, what were they doing? You know, hey, let's make the ugliest thing we can and that won't appeal to as many people and sell that? It makes no sense to me. I mean, I get trying to be unique, right? They want a uniquely designed truck that will be differentiated from everything else, but it's got to be appealing. And that thing is just, for me, I know there's people that like it. I am not one of them. Jimmy Pham says, sauce on a taco. And then he's cracking himself up, man. He's crying, going nuts over there, that Jimmy Pham. K Sheriff, hello from Houston. I might have missed it, but where did you mount your wireless multi-auxiliary switch? It is mounted right here, under the hood, of course, right here. I drilled a little hole in the casing for the radiator, just the casing, not the radiator, and I screwed it in right there with the little platform that I adapted, that I got with it. I think I got it with it. I think so, that it then screws into. It works perfectly there, man. Let's see. Glenn Mikes, just ordered my 2022, Tacoma off-road, 6-foot bed, cabin, lunar, probably 3 to 5 months. That's very interesting. I've been wondering, I've been asking people how long the lead time is, not for any particular reason. 3 to 5 months, huh? So that would mean we're in, let's say, mid-October, November, December, January. We'd be into next year. That is very, very interesting to know. Very interesting. Let's see. I lost my spot. Where was I? Let's see. Glenn Mike's just ordered. That's cool. Jared Dodge says, hey, Rob. Jared, how you doing there, buddy? Taco Driven says, sup, Rob? Taco Driven. How are you? Dan Z says, Rob, how hard is it to install a Sprint booster on a Tundra, and will that void the 3-year warranty? Thanks. It's the easiest that I did of the bunch because it's so big under there. It's very easy to get under there and get it unplugged. Plug the other one in. You have tons of space to work. Check out the video. I did a video, the install on it. On the Tundra channel, which is RobMotive FST, if you're not familiar. Will it void the warranty? All I can tell you is that Sprint Booster claims it will not. I am not a lawyer. I don't work for Toyota. If you're concerned about it, I would speak with Toyota, but because they're the ones that would be voiding the warranty. I'm not worried. Obviously, I put it on 4 of my trucks, 3 of which are still under warranty, so for what that's worth. Let's see. Dennis says, how is Krista doing? We hope she's doing well. She's doing fine. She is working on planning something, spices. I don't know what she's doing. Uno says, hello, Rob. How's Krista doing? Rob, if you ever sold your taco, would you take it off-road one good time before doing so? No. If I was in the market to sell the truck, I would be protecting the truck so that I can get as much out of it as I can. I would not take it off-road and chance damaging it if I was in the market to sell it. So no, I would not. I would not do that. K Sheriff says, no, in the cab. Oh, it's just the little wireless thing. It's just sitting where the phone charger is right now. That's where I've been keeping it. I did have it Velcroed up above, you know, like where the little sunglasses holder comes down. But in the heat here, the adhesive let loose and it kept falling down. So now I just have it sitting up in that little cubby area where the phone charger is, which I never use. So, but you can mount it anywhere. I mean, anywhere that it will stay stuck. Let's see. Tacoma Geek says, cement versus lunar rock. Cement is now a classic color, discontinued. Yeah, I like cement myself. K Sheriff says, switch in the cab. Yep. Taco Driven says, do you prefer the grill on now or the TRD Pro? I like them equally. And if you don't know, I do have the stock grill I put back on with the Raptor style lights in there. I have the Pro grill as well. I will switch them back and forth because I like both. I really do. Let's see. Dave Fisher, in June, I called 40 Toyota dealerships in the Pacific Northeast or West and found one dealer that had a 2021 Tacoma in allocation status. I put a deposit down on it, and 3 months later, it arrived. Congratulations. Awesome. And they are that hard to find, I know. Uno says, oh, I forgot my greeting. Roberto! I think I got that. No, it was this way. Thomas Herrera. Hi, Rob. Good to see you and hope all is well. All is good, Thomas. Good to see you too, buddy. Jared Dodge, he thumbed up. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate that. I really do. Old School says, Glenn Mikes, congrats. Nice combo, man. Mark says, that's it, Rob. If they don't send you the right stuff, change it or just make something totally different yourself. Get her done. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jared says, hi from rainy New Hampshire. Well, we had some rain here too. We had big flooding. We got like 6 inches of rain in less than a day. It was a drag. Jared says, I read that. Chase Pest for you. Not a fan of the Nissan either. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to drive it, but I don't know. I'm just not a big Nissan guy for some reason. I don't know. Wait a minute. We have another super chat. Hear the voice there? This is $4.99 from K Sheriff. There's a sheriff in town. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, buddy. Very, very nice of you. And thank you. I do appreciate it. Old School says, thanks much, but the waiting is the worst. I'm still driving my FJ Cruiser, which I still love. That's got to be worth some money, too. I've heard those are very, very hot right now. Mark, I had mine put in at the dealer when I got it. Awesome. There you go. There you go. Let's see. Mumphy, cement all the way, but I might be a little biased, LOL. Yeah, maybe. It's like Voodoo Blue, right? As far as I'm concerned, there is no better color than Voodoo Blue. But of course I picked it and I own it, so you know. I perfectly understand that. I do like cement. I had a cement Tundra. I think it was a 2018 Crew Max. That's a lot of cement. That's a lot of real estate, but it looked good on that truck. I almost went with Inferno, but I didn't go Inferno because I thought it would be overpowering for as much real estate as there is in the Tundra, but I do like cement. Let's see. Again, K Sheriff, $4.99. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Tacoma Geek says, Calvary Blue. I like Calvary Blue. That was the color I was considering before deciding on the Voodoo Blue. The Voodoo Blue won out, but the Calvary Blue was a close second for me. I almost got that color. Sometimes I wish I would have. As much as I love the Voodoo Blue, I really do like Calvary Blue as well. So, which you can't get anymore, right? They discontinued that like they're discontinuing everything that's any good. Let's see. Jared Dodd says, look at the new Supra. You can get it with a 4-cylinder turbo. I sat in a Supra at the Toyota dealership. You know, I've had, I think, three Mazda Miatas, right? And they're tiny, but at least the top goes down. The Supra is just as bad, if not worse. Too tight. I'm not interested in it at all. I'm not even sure I really like the design of it, the way it looks. It's just not my thing, you know? So, I don't know. Z-Diver. Us pro owners do not appreciate you lower trim owners wearing our grill. Well, look at that. We have an uppity person who has just joined the group. Well, you got to understand, though, that your TRD Pro, while still does look pretty good, doesn't hold a card to my TRD off-road with the Pro Grill in it. I'm just saying. And I know you've got the supercharger in it, but I've got Sprint Booster. Huh? Let's see. Tacoma Geek says, really? Really? Uh-oh. Mumphy says, at Tacoma Geeks, I always called that Eeyore blue. It was a great color. Yeah, I can see that. There is a heck of a resemblance there, right? It's okay. They call this Smurf blue, right? I don't know. I like it. Plus, Voodoo just has a little bit of an edgy name to it, right? Voodoo blue. I don't know. Let's see. Tacoma Geek says, pro snot. There you go. That's a good way to term it right there. I like that. Blue Sonic says, imagine a Tacoma with two colors like these new Camrys have on the roof. Your thoughts? Yeah, I like that. Wouldn't it be cool if it had black on the roof? Now, black. It has to be black. I don't know about mixing and matching, colors per se. Gray, black. On this color, black. You could do gray, maybe white. And white would be good because it would keep the heat down, right? Let's see. Tacoma Geek says, LOL. Heck yeah! Mumphy. Let's see. Old School says, I'm curious what the Nissan 400Z is going to be like. I don't know. They're probably going to make it the same general body style. I never liked it. I liked the old Z's, before. But, man, I just don't dig the Z's either, man. I don't know why. It's not my thing. Tacoma Geek says, Voodoo Lounge, Rob. That's right. Tacoma Geek says, vinyl your top, Rob. Now, that takes some talent. It took me, I don't know how long, just to vinyl this. I couldn't even imagine trying to vinyl the top, right? That'd probably be like a month-long project for me. And I don't have the patience. Let's see. Ang says, so, I'll try to make a long story short. Sandy's Corolla had been having issues with the AC, blows cold. Blows cold, just didn't blow very hard. Kept telling me week after week, I think that's part 1. There must be a part 2. Coming up. I don't know. We're getting ready to cut the stream. I don't know if we're going to hear the rest. You might have to finish it next week. I don't know. Let's have a little sip of the green nectar. We'll give it a second here. Where am I? My screen is all jarbled up. I don't know what is going on with that thing. Here we go. Let's have another sip. All right, we have part 2. Here it is. Decided to check it today, and she sent me a picture of her drenched in sweat after lunch. She had gloves in her glove box that got clogged in her air filter cap. Oh my God. Wow. So all you had to do was pull the gloves out though, right? So that's a pretty easy fix. Now, what I'm curious about is why does she carry all those razors with her? I mean, I don't understand that one. That one blows my mind. I don't get it. Let's see. That's funny though, man. Old School says, thoughts on the new GT86? I have not seen it, actually, so I have no thoughts on it. I am thoughtless. Z-Diver says, Toyota sent me a message on the truck that my second key fob is now ready for pickup and programming at the dealer. Only received one key when I bought the truck, chip shortage. Yeah, that's going on with a lot of people. Might even be the common thing right now. How long is it going to take you? How long do you have to sit there and wait while they program that fob? Dan Z says, Tacoma Gig, stop commenting on everything and allow the rest of us to ask some questions or make comments. I don't know what you're talking about. You can comment at will. I'll get to it eventually. Ang says, yes, LOL. Ang says, you and I both, and he's cry laughing, man. I mean, just pouring out of his eyes, Yeah, at least it's an easy fix. I mean, if all you had to do was rip the gloves out of there, and hopefully they're not all, mangled up in there somewhere, that would suck, then that's good. That means it's an easy fix, no problem. Now, if one of those razors gets stuck in there, I don't know what you're going to do. You might have to wear mesh gloves to reach in and pull them out. I'm just saying, I don't know. Anyway, we have caught up on the comments, so it's time for me to go nourish myself. Because I'm hungry. I haven't had anything to eat since I had a bagel at lunchtime. Let's see. Tacoma Geek says Dan Z's comment was directed at me, Rob. Well, you know, that's okay. Just let it do that. It's all right. Let's see. Taco Driven says, what is your favorite mod on the Taco? Probably the sport bar and the custom center console lid I have. Those are two of my favorites. Mark says, been telling all my boys up here in Idaho about you, so I really love what you do. Thanks a lot, man. Hey, no, thank you. You know, word of mouth is really the best way to grow a channel. And if I could get everybody to do that, it would be awesome. Because frankly, it's you guys hopefully liking the channel that make it grow. I try to put something valuable out there, even if it's just me, you know, running my mouth. Hopefully it's somewhat entertaining one way or the other. Or all the mods and stuff out there, because I like to do that stuff. And I'm very appreciative of that. Thank you very much. Ang says, thanks for the laughs. Have a good night. You too, Ang, and check him out. Ang has a Tacoma channel too. Midnight Sun Films PR says, where is Krista today? She's in the house planting spices. She's going to grow spices, I guess. I don't know. Chad says, good night all. Good night, Chad. Blue Sock says, later, Rob. That's it. We're done. We're caught up. I want to thank everybody for the super chats tonight. You guys are awesome. I'd name all of you off, but I can't remember everybody right now. But you guys are awesome. I appreciate that. It really does help me out. This is how I earn a living. So, you know, if I want to eat, you know, it costs money. I don't know. But anyway, I really do appreciate it. Let's see. Old School says, thinking about getting some Inky. I don't even know how to pronounce it. RP T1, only 180, only 18 pounds, but pricey. I bet. I know they're not cheap. Let's see. Glenn Mike says, later, Gator. Justin says, good night, everyone. Good night, Justin. Victor, he thumbed up. Thank you, Victor. Appreciate that. And Midnight Sun says, cool. She is preparing your dinner. No, she is not. Anyway, thanks again. Thanks to everybody for being here. I appreciate you all. We'll see you next time on the web or next Monday on the next live stream. Have a great night. Stay safe out there. Goodbye.